Welcome to the new Central Portal for the clearinghouse mechanism. In this video, we will look at the search functionality. There is quite a lot of it, so we will cover the general flow in this video and specific fine-tuning options separately. You can access the search page from the main menu by clicking on the Records link of the search submenu. Some specific searches can also be accessed from the map, as was covered in the map overview video. On the search page, we have several distinct sections. At the top left, we have the search input interface that contains text entry field, a set of global filters below it, and active filters, both structured and freeform above it. The current filter section is invisible when no filters are chosen. To the right of the search input interface, we have different possible view presentations for the results, multi-level sort configuration, and options to share the search result link or even to export the results themselves. Also, with an active search, there is an option to save that search's parameters into your account. You do need to be logged in for that. Further down, we have the tabs showing the record sources and their total and disaggregated record counts. Under the tabs, we have the standard search result pager to allow navigating through the results. There is a matching pager at the bottom of the page as well. If you want to see more results per page, you can choose to display up to 300 items. Finally, we get the search result record summaries themselves. The elements of individual summary depends on the record type, but most of them have the title, the description, the record type, the record ID, and the date that record was last updated. Some records also have subtype or several as appropriate. If a record can be expanded in place, a lot more detailed information shows up, as well as record level actions. If a record cannot be expanded, the link will go to a dedicated page with a full record. And for the expandable records, clicking on the ID will also open a full records page in a new browser tab. Normally, the central CHM records are expandable in place, and records that come from biosafety and access and benefit sharing clearinghouses open on their dedicated websites. Now, let's clear the search results and dive a little further into how to actually search. Again, we will have dedicated videos for nuances in each global filter type. For now, we will focus on the shared workflow. That's what the 5 different global filters look like. Record types. You can see the breakdown by national reference and SCBD record sources, just as we saw in the tabs before. Now you can see the actual types available under each of those sources. The types that have 0 records currently are grayed out. Keywords. These are aggregated values from different taxonomies available within records. While you can scroll through them, we will show a faster way to find them in a minute. Country. Here you see the list of countries. As in other places, you can sub-select only parties, non-parties, or usually empty, list of countries still in the ratification stage. Regions. Here we see various regional groupings of countries. CBD regions are on the top in a separate category, and then you have a long scrolling list of other type of groupings. As with the keywords, there is an alternative way to find relevant entries in this list. Dates. Finally, we get to the date-based filter. You can choose records based on their publication date, choosing either start date or end date or a full range. You can also choose a single-click shortcut with a relative range. Finally, we get to a combined freeform and lookup interface. Here, you can see we started to type ARG. This matches against the choices in 2 categories under record types, a large set of keywords, 2 countries, and a number of records in the country grouping category of regions global filter. It will not match anything from date filter, as that is not text. From the matches we made, we can go ahead and select whatever filters we might find useful. In addition, or instead, we can also just hit enter and have our text match as a freeform search keyword. This allows for much faster flow navigation. Just type, match, and click. The more you use the search, the faster you will get. Just don't forget to use the date filter explicitly when you need it. Finally, for search entry interface, let's look at the actual matched filters. You could see that they show up as a series of boxes. If you click on those boxes, you will get additional options. For global filters, you get an option to temporarily disable or delete the individual filter. You can also use it as an exclusion instead of inclusion filter. For free-form filters, you can additionally edit the actual search text. Notice that while you have search filters in place, the Save this search link will appear. You will need to be logged in to save, reuse, or even be notified about the search results. We will cover that in another video. Okay, now that we looked at the filters, they can be cleared all at once with the Clear Filters button. Now, let's look at the right side, which deals with the records themselves. We have a View dropdown and a Sort dropdown to rearrange how the results are displayed. And then we have a Share pop-up for the current page. And finally, the Export dialog supporting several formats. Focusing on the View dropdown, there are 3 specialized views in the default setting. By default, the first, third, and fourth tabs are presented in a list view, and the National Records tab uses a group view with government and the record type as grouping levels. That's by default, but it's possible to choose a view explicitly and it will stick then in all the tabs. For the group settings specifically, it's possible to have 1-level grouping or 2-level grouping, and either government or record type can be the first or second level. The matrix page does not have immediate settings, but once the view is loaded, there is a lot of configuration options available. That will be a separate video for that. Sorting the records is also flexible. You can sort by relevance, with best matching records on top, or you can set up a custom sort, whether it's 1 level or all the way to 4 levels, in whatever order and sort directions you need. There are 3 options to share the current results. Link is available to everyone. The embed and email options require sharing user to be logged in first. Finally, the export dialog shows a sample of records and allows to export all matches to Excel or comma-separated formats. Notice, as per the note in the dialog, when exporting multiple record types, only general fields are exported. Specific record types have their own field lists. This is it for the high-level overview of the search interface. Remember, you can always take Search Tour for a refresher.